So I'm over here in Palmanova this evening. I've just finished a live stream actually from over in Magaluf, coming back through Palmanova. The time is just gone 9:30. We're going to walk back along Son Matias Beach. We're going to head on down Magaluf Strip. We're going to see what it's like this evening, right at the beginning of August, as the night starts rolling on. Now it is busy over here. It is busy over here, and we are losing light. So we're going to be quick, but let's turn the camera around and I'm going to show you where we are this evening. So we are looking out here over at the waterfront right off Palmanova Beach. It is looking very busy down here, and I will be back to make another nightlife video when it's a little bit lighter as well. Like I said, we are losing light. And I can still see we have people in the sea, we have people on the beach. But let's head on around the walkway now, and let's head on down in the direction of Son Matias Beach. You can see I'm right in front of the Hotel Santa Lucia dining room. Looks like dinner time services all but over. Let's head on around the point. Oh, look, you can just see a few late diners. I've got to say I'm a little bit peckish. But this looks like a very nice, clean and modern dining room. Now look, as we see holidaymakers here pouring around the point, it is looking rather busy over here. You can also see as well, look, the sunbed area outside the Hotel Santa Lucia. A few people coming out for a few drinks. It's so peaceful over here as well. Got a little bit of a breeze blowing this evening. It's keeping things nice and cool. Got to admit, it's very, very pleasant. And we are approaching the bright lights of Magaluf, far away in the distance as well. Got to admit, this really does feel like a summer holiday over here when you're looking out at the slingshot to my right hand side in Magaluf, and you're looking out over all the hotels too. In this video we're going to make our way back to my car in Magaluf. We're going to walk down the major areas. We're going to head on down the strip, which I really hope is livening up for this time of the evening. But for now, we're going to try and see how busy it is. And it is going to be quite hard to see how busy it is on this side of Palmanova along Son Matias Beach. As I've said in the previous nighttime video from over here, the lighting over here isn't fantastic. In fact, I can see some people here actually with a huge light on the front of their camera. I'm just going to stand here just for a moment, just so you can see around this Turtle Beach area. If you did watch the live stream, you'll know that Jill is back. The Mr. Whippy ice cream van is now open right to the right hand side of Turtle Beach. I don't think I'm going to get to speak to her this evening, unfortunately. What I will do during a daytime video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I do film quite regularly over here in Palmanova and in all the main resorts in Mallorca as well. I'm sure we'll have a chat to Jill at some point this summer and find out why she has been late in opening for this year. But good news is that she is back. And look, she's even got a bit of a queue over here tonight, which is absolutely great news. And just coming down the side of Jill's ice cream van here, look, take a quick look at Irocco and the Three Brothers, two big nighttime venues over here in Palmanova. I can hear the music is just starting over in Irocco, and over at the Three Brothers too is still looking busy. Seems to have all day sport on in there. Oh, loving these plants here behind Turtle Beach. Just coming up by as well, Turtle Beach, you can see they've got a few people in there too. Anyway, let's keep heading along. Just coming up in front of the Son Matias Beach Hotel. This big open area here, look, plenty of shops still open. Even a little kiosk just along the way here, little cheaper burger joint, that's still open as well. And it's great to see that we do have so much open here late on in the night over here in Palmanova in August. And of course it'd be crazy to close early because the resort is busy, and the resort has been busy too. So it's a very different atmosphere down here in the evenings than you'll find during the day. Obviously, during the day, obviously everyone's on the beach or they're around the pool, but nighttime everyone comes out down here onto the waterfront. Oh look, check this out. Look, they've got live music over in the Son Matias Beach Hotel. I don't know who they've got on tonight. Got a guitarist, not quite sure who. They've had some fantastic music in the resorts, I have to say. It has been really, really good for this summer 2025. I think it's the Coldplay tribute again. I have a feeling he might be playing every Sunday, quite possibly. Don't forget, many of these hotels, that if you are buying a drink, you can pop into them later on in the evening to go and see the evening entertainment. Just ask at reception. I'm pretty sure they'll let you in. But we are coming up to in the direction of CISO. Like I said in the live stream, haven't seen very much live music over here. It's quite noisy, but I have to say it is very, very busy. As is the waterfront tonight. Look, check this out. Loads of people coming down. And just turning the camera around, just looking down where we've just walked as well. Got a sea of people coming along the waterfront here on Son Matias Beach waterfront. Now this is when more lighting is needed in this area. But look, just turning to the right here, look at the view. Absolutely beautiful, amazing, amazing. So we can see that much of the light is being blocked by the trees along the waterfront here, but we are rapidly approaching Origin, which is where I'm heading to now. So like I said, we do have friends over at the moment and they are up in Origin Bar. So I'm going to pop up for a very quick drink and then we're going to head on down into Magaluf. So stick with me. And I can't use that entrance. So I've been in here for about an hour up here in Origin, just had a couple of drinks and staff are starting to clear up now. But looking down at the olive tree, look how busy it still is over there this evening. Anyway, let's head on down the stairs and let's take a walk now over to Magaluf. Okay, so we've just come down from Origin. We're just walking down the side of the olive tree. Like I said, from above, got plenty of people still in here just finishing off their dinner. I have mentioned it in a previous video, but dinner service does tend to go on till around 10:30 and allowing people to finish their meals. But here we are back on Palmanova waterfront here on the Son Matias Beach side. And while many people are now heading back to their hotels, still got quite a few people out and about. As we approach 11 p.m, I'm outside the beach house. And it is looking rather busy over here. And when I came up past the Zen Bar and Lounge a little bit earlier on, had some live music in here, but this is now also emptying out. I guess a lot of the people now are heading on in the direction of Magaluf Strip, which is where we are heading now. It's packed over in the Blue Bay Bar tonight. Just looking to my left. But we're going to take a right now up into Magaluf Strip. Now it's a little bit quiet walking up in the direction of Magaluf Strip tonight, and it was very, very quiet during the live stream. But how's it going to look tonight as we approach 11 p.m. in August? Let's go and check it out. So there's an interesting start before hitting the Strip. I've just walked past a group of Italians. If you watch the live stream, I had Santi from Benny Hills telling us that they miss the British because at the moment over here in August there are more other Europeans than there are British visitors. Anyway, we're just coming up by Mulligan's here. Let's go and take a look at Mulligan's tonight. Got the sow here. Look, still people in this evening. And as we approach Mulligan's, well, it's looking a little bit tame up here too. Now, I did mention in my live stream that they do have live music from over here, but can't see much going on over there tonight. But we can see it is notably busier than when I walked up through Magaluf Strip about an hour and a half ago in my live stream. And we're outside of the Three Lions karaoke bar. Looking quite busy in there tonight. Okay, so it's not quite midnight yet, so it's not looking as busy as it should be this evening. I'm not going to stick around though. I will be back to check out Magaluf Strip at midnight. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see what it's like in August. But, well, this is what it's like tonight. If you saw my video from over here from, I think it's the end of June, this bar here was absolutely pumping, but not tonight. Not tonight. Like I said, it will get busier a little bit later on, as will the whole Scandi Strip. I'm pretty sure of that. But just to pan the camera around here, just to give you an idea of what Magaluf Strip, the top end of the strip, is like this evening. And what a change too from Palmanova, from where we've just come from, which was a very, very different atmosphere. It had a very different atmosphere. Anyway, we do have a little bit of a lull in footfall here at the top of the strip until we get into the direction of Lennon's. And so we've got Lennon's bar here to our left. A few people in, a little bit on the quiet side, I'd say, for August. I don't know, you guys tell me, let me know in comments if you think it's busy over here. And I've just heard these guys behind me here talking as well. They're from Finland, apparently. So again, not quite the British experience you may well expect over here. Lennon's karaoke, I can see a few people in there singing, but it's not busy in there, it's not very packed. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a bit busy as we head towards the Alex's bars. And equally, looking down the strip here, you can just see how busy it is this evening. So when we walked up here earlier, there were more PRs trying to get people into bars than there were people. Has it changed? Has it changed? Let's look down the side street here on the way down towards Crusoe's, which is on the beach. Let's have a quick look. It is very quiet for 11 p.m. in August. You just see a religious group as well on the strip, I think, talking to people, maybe looking out for them. And look, just have a quick look down here. It's looking very quiet. Anyway, let's keep on heading on down the strip here. I'm just to the left-hand side of Galaxy. A few people sitting out. I'm not quite sure what this is about. Let's keep heading down. Got Tokyo Joe's here to my right-hand side. It's open from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's bound to get a lot busier a lot later on. It's not actually open yet as we edge our way towards 11 p.m. Look, we've got the cluster of silent discos. Just looking around to Nightlife, that's pretty much empty. Like I said, I am here at 11 p.m. It's not midnight. Midnight really is the time when this area does kick off, or does it? I will be back to film here at midnight as August goes on. I think it's really important to see what it's like over here in summer. I thought it would be a lot busier than this. I am quite surprised to see Magaluf like this. It looks more like April in all honesty. I'm pretty sure if you go back and look at my videos from Magaluf filmed around this time of night actually, you'll know that even like JD Terrace was a lot busier, but not this evening. A few people sitting outside in the Red Lion. Let's keep going down. What's it going to be like outside of Unique? Let's go and have a look. Can't believe it. Look, if you saw my live stream, you'll know that we've got some kids' fun fairs on the other side of these bars here, right by Magaluf Beach. There's still kids on them at 11 p.m, which is brilliant, but Unique, look, not looking very busy at all. You can see we've got quite a few security personnel out tonight, and not really needed, to be honest. It's quite peaceful down here. And as we come down to this bar right at the bottom here, it is positively quiet. Anyway, we're just coming out the back end of the strip here. I'm going to turn the camera around. We're going to take a look up the strip. We'll get an overview as to what it looks like from this area. Not quite the partying crowds that I was expecting this evening down here though, I have to say. And this is Magaluf Strip at 11 p.m. Goodness me, goodness me. And finally, before we head out of this area tonight, just coming past Temple and Stereo. It was quiet when I came down here a little bit earlier on actually in the live stream, and it's pretty quiet tonight too. I am filming this on a Sunday night, so I'm not sure how busy it's going to be on other nights of the week, but like I said, I will be back to check this out. So this has been quite an interesting comparison actually, just taking a look at Palmanova this evening and Magaluf. Is Palmanova the new place to be? It's a lot busier when I came through a little bit earlier on, even though bars are going to start to close. But let's have a quick look at Magaluf Square. As I said in the live stream when I came through earlier, it was very, very quiet. And what's it like this evening? Well, it's a little bit busier, I have to say. It's a little bit busier than it was earlier on, but still not the crowds I was expecting to see in August. If you watch my video from June, you'll know that this does empty out at midnight as people tend to head up the strip, but this is just to give you an idea of the atmosphere. But I'll tell you where it is busy as well, and that's Finnegan's Live Music Pub. Every single table is taken. A little bit of a different demographic over here. We've got some older holiday makers in for the night. But is this the way Magaluf is going? Well, who knows? So that was a bit of a surprise, seeing Magaluf Strip looking so empty at 11 p.m. in August. Now, admittedly, it does get very, very busy over here at midnight. And like I said, I will be back here to film that as well. We're going to see what the numbers are like for August for summer 2025. In the meantime, I'm going to drop a video appearing just here on YouTube of how Magaluf looked in 2024 at this time of year. And I'm also going to drop another video here to help you out with your holiday too. In the meantime, you can find me on the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.